Each year, I think the wrestling season just goes by faster and faster. Like, it's already Nationals week. It's already here. And this is the final video I'm posting before, of course, the big Nationals vlog. And before I get into anything, I truly want to say how appreciative I am of you guys sticking along with the journey, enjoying the content I'm making, liking, sharing my stuff. This year has been so crazy for me, and honestly, I'm just so blessed to be in this position to do this. And without you guys watching, of course, none of this would be possible. So honestly, thank you, thank you, thank you. But let's talk a little bit about what happened last year at Nationals. So I was the number 2 seed going into the big tournament. But let's dive into my first match at Nationals and why that will not happen again this year. In the past, I was notorious for my first matches not being my strong suit whatsoever. They would be my worst matches of the tournament. And of course, that was true here. My legs were just so stiff. I wasn't the one getting on the attacks first. And I just had the feel of failure. Like, straight up, I had the fear of failure, losing straight off the bat as the 2 seed. Yes, we got into some positions that, you know, of course, I wish the ref didn't call potentially dangerous here. I was, you know, looking to get my back points. But all in all, I couldn't protect my legs here, and my legs just completely fell dead. This time around, my weight management has been amazing this week. I'm feeling fresh, explosive, confident, and I know my defense is second to none and that I will be protected. But also, what's more important than also being protected during a wrestling match is protecting your social identity. But before we go into next match, I want to give a shout out to my video sponsor, Aura. Not long ago, a hacker got a hold of all of my social media accounts, and I actually could not get them back. Of course, long story short, I got them back, but the work and time put into that was very, very stressful for me. And personally, I don't want to ever have to go through that entire process again. It actually made me very more aware of how vulnerable all my information was online, but now it's much more secure as now I use Aura. Aura does almost everything to secure my digital life. They monitor emails and passwords, potential breaches, and of course, that would have been ideal during the whole hacking situation. If I had Aura back then, I of course would have avoided all that extra stress. But Aura isn't just about monitoring. They're always actively working to keep my data safe. They actually find and notify me of kind of my personal information that is out there on the dark web or with other data brokers, which of course are those people who are trying to spam you on your calls. Aura helps me remove that info, reducing the amount of spam and clutter in my life. And of course, reduces the likelihood that I'll ever get hacked ever again. Just in one place, you have your antivirus, VPN, all your passwords saved, even identity theft insurance, and even more. And I get everything at one affordable price. I value my privacy, and I also value yours. You can go to aura.com/Cayden to start your 2-week free trial. Thanks, Aura. Let's get back to the video. Now, this second match was on the backside, and you can see here, this is the guy who actually just pinned me at regionals, and I can get to his leg, and he got to my leg in here, but my defense, I can always just scramble out of those positions, and even here, like, I was looking to get my back points. I thought I had it, but I know I can take him down, and I just need to put up the repetitions. I need to put up the shots on the board. I need to get my hand fight going, and of course, looking to do a lot of winning. Third match, this was in the blood rounds. We scored first here. We got the first takedown, but it doesn't matter because you always have to keep wrestling. And even in this match, at the beginning, I got a point against me because I guess I did an illegal choke. I definitely did not. There was no like video review, but he kept the pace on. He was the one who scored. But also in these positions too, I am way better at these positions where I know I can score from here. And for me, I now know what it's like to lose in the blood rounds at Nationals, and that's not gonna happen. But it is one match after the other. You can only focus on the given task at hand. Focus on that present moment. Focus on that present match. Overall, of course, last Nationals tournament didn't go according to plan. Didn't go how the way I wanted. But without having that experience, I'm now going into this next Nationals knowing what that was like and knowing I don't want that to happen again. And so for this year of training, this year of preparation, I kind of know what more to expect. Of course, you know, not being like starstruck and whatnot. But I'm grateful I had that opportunity, so I know what to do differently this next time around. But let's go to the wrestling room. Let's get a nice workout in.
This shit high, boy.
Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought a 2-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stun. Oh, living lively. Everybody tryna ride my wave, they can ride me. Pull up in a foreign to the curb, looking icy. I ain't never stressed about a fit, I'm on hype. I want more friends, there's a problem. I be living like a king since I hopped in. Yeah, my foot is in the bins, yeah, I'm riding with a gang. Yeah, I hit a hot lick, I'm the top shit. Bought a 2-seater, it's a Beamer, more than 100 racks. VV's Aquafina, I be iced, I don't ever cap. First name deal, I got my bag, yeah, we automatic. ice cream reefer, hold it up, yeah, we feeling gas. Driving with a turbo, going 100, running Florida. Riding with my shawty, yeah, I knew I had to flow with her. Looking like a bottle, shawty bad, yeah, she know what's up. Looking at the stars, I don't fuck it up. Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought a two-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my heart, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stun. Oh, living lively. Everybody tryna ride my wave, they can ride me. Pull up in a foreign to the curb, looking icy. I ain't never stressed about a fit, I'm on hype beast.
I need to get the sweat off my back.
That was pretty cool. Shout out to Shooter, man.
Hardest practice of the week done. That one we did decent amount of live there. Honestly, just like short goes, short bursts, a lot of like short time stuff, and kind of like mind games where it's like, you know, national title on the line, you got 30 seconds left to score, and it's like, what are we gonna do in that situation? And you know, Nick putting us through those situations, you know, we're gonna be ready to go. We did that also right before regionals, and I felt just really sharp and just kind of like more free in my mind, thinking of not just what'll happen if you lose. It's like, you know, what happens if you shoot? Like, what happens when you actually try to score? And, you know, I'm going to bring this point up because I just watched Big Tens, but in the 165-pound final, you got Dean Hamity and then Mitchell Messenbrink. Hamity was up, you know, 5 points in going into the third period damn near. And Messenbrink just kept on coming. And he wasn't worried about what Dean was going to do. He was focused on what can he do in that situation to score. And with, like, just a relentless pursuit, you know. And I think by having that mindset of not just, oh, shoot, you know, like, I should just give up right now. I had enough wrestling at this point in the season. It's, you know, what happens when you actually try to win it all? What happens when you do what you do in the practice room here for months on end, and going to nationals? It's not this whole entire year, the culmination of the year. It's not necessarily what it is. It's actually kind of a bigger picture. I've been wrestling for, what is this now, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years, and it's like all that 15, 16 years going into nationals, it's like, this is me actually trying to do something on the national stage. You know, I've never done something as big as this and placed at, you know, nationals. I'm not an All-American. My goal, you know, it'd be nice to be an All-American, right? Of course, you know, I'm not. My goal is to be a national champ. And the goal of having the All-American, the result of that will come if I am a national champ. So you have to always aim for the top of the mountain, because if you're just aiming for subpar, what's the point, honestly? I came into college, and after that first season, the COVID year, I went 1-3. And I was like, holy cow, I have to climb a whole nother mountain. And at high school, you know, my freshman year, I went 44-4. So I was like, oh wow, I can honestly be a state champ in the next 4 years. But I'm going into college being like, wow, I can't even get a winning record. I can't even wrestle 500. And my goal is to be a national champion. And day by day, coming into the room, just getting my ass just kicked by all the upperclassmen, guys, you know, of course, guys heavier than me, guys lighter than me, and I didn't start not having that starting spot, and building that hunger inside of me, and just always on the pursuit of being the best. And, you know, now that we have that opportunity, the brackets are out, and, you know, last year I was the 2 seed. This year I am the 4 seed. This year I'm 100 times better of a wrestler than I was last year, given the seeds. And now I'll talk about this. Last year, how I think I got into my mind and I was like a little starstruck was because I was the 2 seed at nationals, right, on the bracket. But looking back, I did not believe that I was the 2 seed. I did not honestly, earnestly believe that I deserved it, because who did I beat? The best guy I beat all year was Murdy, and he ended up getting eighth place All-American. But how the heck was I the 2 seed? It was just guys in front of me kept losing and I kept getting pushed up, which was amazing, right? It was cool to see that. I know that I can hang, and not just hang, I know I can beat anyone. Of course I've been beaten. Of course I just got pinned at regionals, but who gives a crap? I don't, personally. Past year's national champ, guess what? He's back, he's the 1 seed, he's still unbeaten. Guess who went into overtime with him? And that match, I feel like I wrestled like crap, honestly. Like, the amount of shots, I was scared to win. I was focused on what he was good at, and not like, what happens if I shoot? What happens if I score? This is nationals week, and I'm excited. I'm really excited, and I'm more calm. And of course, it's like my mind's like on high alert. Blast my mind through positive beliefs, and knowing that I can do it. But of course, it's like having faith that it draws out, because we don't know how many opportunities we have at this. You know, at the end of the day, like, yes, I have another year, but you don't know how many opportunities you have. So it's taking advantage of each opportunity that is thrown your way and not taking it for granted. You know, we're right after this gonna go in the cold tub, get some recovery in, and focus up on the week, and gonna perform at our best. So it's exciting times here, and I appreciate you guys sticking along with the journey. So let's see you back at home.
So we actually fly out tomorrow to Wichita, Kansas, so it's kind of nice being there, honestly, like a whole day before the tournament begins. And the keys to victory here are not putting this whole weekend on a pedestal. Literally just viewing it as, of course, a wrestling tournament, just another tournament, doing everything the same. It makes no sense to change up your training, your diet, just because it is some big event. You should be doing that all the same to begin with. And I'm going to nationals to win a national title. Every single night, I have went to bed thinking of that finals match, thinking of the matches and the preparation leading up. What happens if I get taken down? Always envisioning myself scoring the most points, heck, getting a pin, and then most importantly, getting my hand raised, holding the bracket sheet, getting handed the trophy, standing atop the podium. One thing I read from a book last year, it was like, think like a monk. It was the first thing to change when you change these states is the way you breathe. So it's like, if you can imagine yourself, like, how would you breathe knowing that you're a national champ? And then you sit there, I'm laying there in bed, and whether it just be random parts in the day when, I got my goal card and I'm reading my goal card, it's like, how would I feel? Really feeling like the national title, it's already mine. I just have to go out and take it. But every single person can read your body language at any given point. But what no one else can read is what is going on inside your head. So if we're in deep waters into a match, and then you can apply this to your own match as well, what is your body language going to be? What are you going to show your opponent? Are you going to show your opponent that you're tired, that you're ready to give up, that you had enough wrestling? Or are you going to stand there like a freaking warrior poet and impose your will and take what's yours? But there's not much more that needs to be said. It's time to head off to nationals. It's time to win a national title.
Let me know if you on skate. Rolling with the gang. Tully, man, you shake.